Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Vishal from Maharaja Agar Sen University, Badi, Himachal Pradesh. Today we are going to discuss about the module Indian Islands under the paper Tourism Products of India. After completing this module, students, you will be able to know about the Indian islands, understand the formation of islands, and also able to understand the islands tourism. An island is a landform that surrounded by water. The land can be of any type. The resulting island can be surrounded by various types of water such as oceans, seas, lakes and rivers. An island has two main characteristics. It is a landmass and it is completely surrounded by water. Example of island landforms is the Andaman Island and the Lakshadweep Island of India. Formation of islands. Islands are formed in a number of ways. It can be formed due to volcanic eruptions, that is Hawaii Islands. The continuous eruptions of volcanoes initiate the formation of landmass underwater. As this process continues, the landmass keeps on increasing in height and gradually over a period of thousands of years, this landmass comes above the water level. This leads to the formation of landmass that is completely surrounded by water, or in other words an island. Island can be due to the collision of the continental plates. The collision pushes the land up, thus creating an underwater mountain that comes above water. This landform, which is surrounded by water, is known as an island. Island can be formed by deposition of sand due to erosion. Erosion leads to the picking up of sand and other debris through water currents. This is in turn is deposited in particular spots. Over a period of time, land masses are created at these spots which are surrounded by water and are known as islands. Islands are also man-made. The island country of Qatar has constructed a variety of islands in many shapes and sizes for community habitation. Let's discuss now the types of islands. Barrier island landforms. A barrier island is a sandbar that gradually grows to become an island. It is long and usually straight and narrow and parallel to the mainland coast. These islands act as a barrier protecting the mainland from strong waves. River island. A river island is any kind of landform within a river that protrudes above water. It may be an island, a sandbar or a rock. Archipelago. An archipelago is a landmass which is a group or chain of many islands. Indian islands has a total of 247 islands, amongst which 204 lie in the Bay of Bengal and remaining in the Arabian Sea. The Bay of Bengal islands consist of Andaman and Nicobar group of islands which are in crescent shape. They are actually peaks of the submerged Treasury Mountain ranges. The island in the Arabian Sea have area of coral origin and are bordered by reefs. Besides, there are number of offshore islands among the Ganga mouth, eastern and western coast, and in the Gulf of Mannar. Arabian Sea Islands. The Arabian Sea Islands consist of 36 islands, out of which only 10 are inhabited of Lakshadweep group, with an area of 108.76 square meter, with an area of 108.78 square meter with an average elevation of 3 to 5 meter. Only 25% of the area is inhabited. The capital of Lakshadweep is Kavaratti. Lakshadweep is approachable from the mainland from Calicut, the distance being about 108.78 km. The southernmost island, Minicoy, is the largest and is separated from the rest of the group, and the northernmost group is collectively known as Amandevi Islands. Similarly, the central group is collectively called as Lukadiv Islands. In the south of the Lakshadweep are the Maldive Islands. Lakshadweep Islands, with their exceptional beauty, have a coral origin. They are situated around volcanic peaks. The harbour is protected by shallow lagoons on the windward or the west side, whereas there are steep slopes on the eastern side. There are no hills and streams on the islands. The region experiences muggy climate with fishing being the main occupation. The best time to visit the islands is between October and April. The tourist can indulge in activities related to water adventure at Kavaratti and Kadmat. The major tourist attractions are Kavaratti Island, Marine Aquarium, Minicoy Island and Agatti Island. Society for Promotion of Nature Tourism and Sports is the central agency for the tourism promotion in the Lakshadweep. The staff of sports is trained in a variety of water adventure sports. They are also trained in running restaurants and successfully run restaurants at various locations throughout the island group. The sports also operates tourist packages to Lakshadweep. A number of variants are available for tourists who want to visit Lakshadweep. The day excursionists can fly to Agatti Island, visit the Agatti and the other nearby islands and fly back in the evening. The tourists who opt for the day tour cruise package visit the islands during the day and go back to the ship for the overnight stay. Tourists who prefer to stay the night at the islands itself are the accommodated in Kavaratti and Kadmat, Agatti, Minicoy, Kalpani, etc. There are tourist huts in each island located at beautiful destinations on the beach itself. The option of a holiday resort is also available at few islands. The tour packages to the Lakshadweep Islands are mostly theme based. Most tourists opt for a leisure and relaxation package, sea and lagoon based tours, and many go for the adventure packages, which include a variety of water adventure activities like scuba diving, yachting, paddle boating, kayaking, canoeing, swimming, snorkeling, etc. Apart from this, the tourists also visit the Marine Museum, houses of the locals, lighthouse and the local industries. There are a few precautions that must be taken while visiting the Lakshadweep Islands. Firstly, there is a prohibition on alcohol on every island except Bengaram, and secondly, collecting and damaging of coral is a punishable offence. The must visit places of the Lakshadweep Islands include Kavaratti, being the capital and the administrative headquarters. Kavaratti Island is the most developed. There are number of mosques spread all across the island, including the Uzra Mosque. The ceiling of the mosque is said to be carved out of driftwood. The lagoon is considered perfect for water sports, and the beaches for sunbathing. There is a wide variety of marine species at the Marine Aquarium Museum. Kalpani, this island, boasts of the largest lagoon among Lakshadweep Island and is perfect for a variety of water adventure sports. Minicoy, it is the southernmost island of the archipelago. It is geographically cut off from other islands. This is the reason that the culture here is a combination of South Indian and Maldivian. Another interesting fact about Minicoy is that it is often referred to as Women's Island because of the upper hand enjoyed by women in the social circles. Minicoy has a rich tradition of performing arts. The essential tourist spots of the island are a visit to the tuna canning factory, the lighthouse built by the British in 1885, and a long drive through dense coconut groves and winding village roads. Kadmat, it is a heaven for tourists looking for tranquility. The island was a shallow lagoon with an even at the western shoreline which is ideal for swimming. The island boasts of a lagoon on the either side, an exclusive feature. Dense and lush green coconut palm trees form a natural canopy over the area, thus protecting it from the sunlight. The island is known for its diving sports, considered to be amongst the finest in India. Kadmat has a well-equipped water sports institute and a diving school. Kadmat is the only island apart from Bangaram and Agatti where international tourists are allowed. Agatti. It boasts the only airport on the Lakshadweep and therefore is a gateway to the Lakshadweep and many islands like the Bangaram, Tinekara, Parali Island, Parali too are just a short ride away. Agatti is a 7-kilometer long island and the smallest union territory of the country. The island is a heavenly experience with clear waters and wide sandy beaches. Tourists can participate in adventure activities and go on exploration expeditions among coral sites. Bangaram, this teardrop shaped island surrounded creamy sand shores. The coconut trees provide a beautiful canopy and protect the island, locals and the visitors from direct sunlight even on the hottest of days. There are breathtaking excursions to the tantalizing and uninhabited islands in the same atoll, Tinkara, Prali 1 and Prali 2. A variety of water sports can be enjoyed in the deep, warm and clear waters of the Indian Ocean. Tourists also enjoy the exquisite coral formation including the black coral formations and a variety and number of coral fishes. There is a diving school at Bangaram, Bay of Bengal Islands. The Bay of Bengal Islands or the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in a crescent shape and extended for about 590 km with a maximum width of about 58 km. The total area of these islands is about 8326.85 square kilometer. The Andaman and Nicobar group of islands are separated from each other by the Ten Channel. The islands are approachable from the mainland and are at a distance of about 220 km. There are 204 islands in the Andaman group of islands, includes the major among them being the Great and Little Andamans. The Great Andaman's arc is separated by narrow creeks into the North Andaman, Middle Andaman South, Andaman, Bartang and Rutland Islands. Apart from these, there are two volcanic islands, Barren and Narcondam, situated within 80 km of the Andamans. The islands have humid climate, experience rainfall throughout the year. The Nicobar group of islands include 18 islands, of which Car Nicobar, Chavda, Turkasa, Bompoka, Kamota, Trinket, Nankovri, Kachal, Little Nicobar, Great Nicobar, and Kundal are inhabited, and remaining 7 Batimalav, Tilangchong, Mariok, Turk, Tarais, Manchal, and Kabra are uninhabited. These are separated from the Andaman group of islands through 10 channel, which represents a fracture zone. There is a distinct difference in the physical geography of the two groups. Some of the Nicobar islands are coral, which others are hilly, as are the Andamans. These islands experience hot humid climate. Various areas of the islands are strictly off limits to tourists, as are the various patches of tribal areas. Tourism is a major industry in Andaman. Bulk of the revenue earned by the government of Andaman and Nicobar is through the tourism industry. More than 85% of the total island area comprise of forests. They are home to a vast variety of flora and fauna and house 96 sanctuaries and 9 national parks. Many islands have become focal attractions for tourists. The important among them are Port Blair. It is the capital of the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It is situated on the east coast of the South Andaman Island. Being the capital city, Port Blair is the gateway to the beautiful and mesmerizing islands. Port Blair offers many water adventure activities. The center point of the city is the Aberdeen Bazaar, where most of the amenities like accommodation and restaurants are located. Transportation hubs, that is, the bus stand and the airport, are also close by. There are many historical sites and tourist attractions in and around Port Blair that are a must visit spots, as they add flavor to the natural scenic beauty of the island. Cellular jail, also called as Kalapani. This jail was constructed in 1906. It has seen many torturous executions of Indian freedom fighters and political prisoners at the hands of the Britishers. The Light and Sound Show, depicting the freedom struggle of India. This Sun at Lumir show was started in 89. Mount Heriat. It is the highest point in South Andaman, 15 kilometers from Port Blair. The panoramic view from the Mount Heriat is a worthwhile investment of the time. Corbin's Cove, at a distance of 7 kilometers from Port Blair, is a nature's heaven surrounded with coconut trees and palm trees. It is both ideal for relaxation and adventure. Samudrika Marine Museum. The Marine Museum boasts of more than 350 varieties of marine creatures, including a skeleton of the blue whale. Apart from this, there are various corals and clam shells on display. Japanese bunker. These bunkers were built during the Japanese occupation in the World War II. Rose Island. Rose Island is a nature's heaven with a historical connection near Port Blair. It is a beautiful excursion from Port Blair. Ferry rides connect the island to Port Blair. The island has ruins of a British mansion, a British church, a market, and many other buildings of the period when the island was a British seat, which are worth exploring. The island also has a museum which has pictures, paintings, and sketches from the British era. Apart from this, a fair number of peacocks, deer, and ducks make the island a much sought after tourist spot. The Rose Island is controlled by the Indian Navy, which requires every visitor to sign in on entering. Viper Island. This island gets its name after the vessel Viper in which Lieutenant Archibald Blair came to Andaman and Nicobar Island in 1789. The ship is said to have met with an accident and its remains were found near this island. The island is a perfect combination of nature's treasure and historical heritage. The island houses the old jail and is a witness of the freedom struggle. Havelock Island. It is an inhabited island of the Andamans. The island is rich with forests, white beaches, and coral reefs. It is at distance of 39 km from Port Blair. Havelock has some picturesque beaches. Radhanagar Beach is an A-grade beach rated as amongst the best beaches in Asia, recognized for its outstanding quality by Time magazine. Vijayanagar Beach is located on the east coast of the Havelock. The beach is lined with mahua trees, and the trees given a unique character to the beach apart from providing shade for long walks on the beach. The beach also offers adventure activities and has a lovely coral reef formation. Barren Island. The island is barren as the name itself suggests. The land is devoid of human habitation and a meager population of goats, birds, bats, and rodents can be found on the island. This is due to the harsh living conditions of the island. The island is dominated by barren volcano, the only active volcano in South Asia. Barren Island is located at a distance of 35 kilometers of Port Blair. The island is famous as a rare and interesting scuba diving destination. The water surrounding barren islands are reputed to be among the world's top scuba diving destinations. Offshore islands. Besides these Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal islands, India has a number of islands among the western and eastern coast in the delta region of Ganga and in the Gulf of Mannar. Some of the important islands among the western coast are Piram, Besala, Diu, Veda, Nora, Pirtan, Karun Bahar, Khadibihat, Alayabet, Elephanta, Karenja, Cross, Batkal, Saint Mary, Anjidev, Vipin, Pamban, Crocodile, Adunda, Sriharikota, Parikut, Short Wheeler, and New Murray and Sagar. Many of these are uninhabited and are administered by the adjacent states. Following are a few other beautiful islands of India. Majoli Island. It is one of the biggest river island in the world. The island is famous for its breathtaking beauty and especially for its mesmerizing sunrises and sunsets. The island showcases a rich Assamese culture. The island is unique in its natural as well as its cultural ambience. It has moss instead of sand on its coast. The best time to visit is between October and December. The island can be reached by ferries from Jorhat, which is well connected with Guwahati. Diu Island. The island has Portuguese and Gujarati's culture influences and is an architectural and scenic paradise. The beautiful beaches and the sumptuous seafood make it an exclusive destination. The best time to visit is between October and December. Diu is accessible by air and road by major Indian cities. Diwar Island. The island is situated 10 km upstream from Panaji, Goa. Still an untouched paradise with Goan culture infused in its countryside way of living. The best time to visit is between November and February and is a short ferry ride away from Old Goa. Grand Island. The island is an Indian Navy base and is considered perfect for fishing, diving, snorkeling, and scuba diving. The island has pristine beaches and is a short boat ride from Goa. The best time to visit is between October and April. It is a day trip excursion with hardly any overnight accommodation available. St. Mary's Island. St. Mary's is a group of four small islands situated off the coast of Karnataka. The islands are popular for their unique hexagonal basaltic rock formation. The beaches are although rocky but have clear waters. It is one of the lesser known and yet to be developed destinations of India where explorers can enjoy a peaceful time. The best visit time is December and January. The island is only accessible through a 15-minute boat ride from Melab, Karnataka. Islands are extraordinary landforms that have a fragile environmental disposition. They are beautiful but delicate in their composition and have a lot to offer as tourism products. Islands create alluring fantasies for people. They are a point of temptation for adventure lovers, nature fanatics, those who are looking for a lazy and relaxing escape from the routine and even as hot mice destinations. Islands are always associated with scenic and regenerating values. However, their fragile environmental balance makes sustainable development and careful planning a prerequisite so that over commercialization of these delicate landforms can be avoided at all cost, as the very essence of its beauty and attraction will be at risk if unplanned development is encouraged.